Check, 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 check. Check up. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first carry now for Thompson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
He's checking crowd. SOS. Undercrook. Check, Palmer. Check, 22. Check, Palmer. Hey, turn it out. Whip. Logo.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They go play action now. Jackson, that's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Redskins 14, Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. A 6-yard pickup.
On second down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Haskins on third down. Rolling to his right. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. On first down, Thompson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Looking to throw, Haskins. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. On third and goal, Haskins flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Hopkins' kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short boot, take it at the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So that'll back him up 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Dances by him. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's see what you got.
On first down, this is Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 24 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
You sorry ass pussy clown. You a sorry ass pussy clown. You pussy motherfucker. You can't run with him. You can't run with Lamar. You can't play. Oh, poor baby. You some shit. You sorry bitch. You a bitch. You a sorry bitch. You a sorry bitch. You should be ashamed of yourself. You sorry piece of shit. You a sorry bitch. You sorry piece of shit. You can't throw the ball. All you can do is run with Lamar. That's all you can do is run with Lamar. Run with Lamar. Instead of just quitting, you do this soft shit. Cause you're pussy. Cause you're pussy. You're pussy. You're pussy. And the world is watching you. The world is watching you, pussy. The world is watching you. 10 seconds. You get 10 seconds. And I still got the victory, pussy. I got the victory, pussy. I got the victory.